is Miss S and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share to you the tips to pass the ESL interview. Okay, I actually have like 5 tips here. So, okay, let's start. First, appearance. So yes, just like the traditional face-to-face interviews, of course, you have to look presentable by wearing appropriate clothes. And by saying appropriate clothes, actually, you have to look respectable. So as for me, I like wearing this kind of polo shirt with collar. So I actually bought lots of polo shirts with collar because very useful in my classes and yeah, interviews as well. Don't forget to also apply some makeup. I am only wearing this light makeup, so usually just eyebrows, eye, and lipstick. That's all. So just to look presentable. Okay, beautiful, of course. So that's number 1, appearance. Okay, number 2. Can you guess what it is? Smile. That's very important. So when you turn on the camera, make sure that your smile is already on your face, that you're already wearing your sweetest smile. And don't forget to greet your interviewer good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And check the time zone of your interviewer. So you have to follow the time zone and greet according to your or to your interviewer's time zone. So there you go. Number 2, smile. So 3, be natural. What do I mean by be natural? Okay, you don't need to change your voice or accent if you can't maintain it. So if you have the British accent, okay, perfect. If you have the American accent, better. If you have neutral accent, also acceptable. So what is important here is articulation. How you use the words, how you speak, your pronunciation, your vocabulary. If the students can hear you clearly, if the student can understand you immediately. So yes, they are actually the skills or factors that the interviewers are looking for. So I think the accent is just secondary, depends on the needs of the students. So sometimes, yes, some companies require, yes, teachers with British accent or American accent. Okay, so that was number 3. Be natural, just speak naturally, just express yourself naturally. So how you actually speak in your class, just do the same when you're talking to your interviewer. Yes, it's natural to be nervous at first, but just like a teacher, the interviewer is trying to break the ice, and eventually you're going to calm and you're going to relax, and then you don't realize you're just like talking like friends. So there you go, be natural. Okay, number 4, of course, this is ESL interview, so you have to prepare for the questions. And what I mean with prepare for the questions, you have to prepare good answers. So basically, what do they ask in the beginning? Not actually ask, oh okay, but yes, they ask you to introduce yourself. So how would you introduce yourself? What are you going to include in your introduction? Your background, experience, the kind of students you already handled, your hobbies, your interests, and like your contribution. Okay, how are you going to contribute to your company? That's very important. So yes, That's it. It doesn't need to be so long. So just brief introduction about yourself. Sell yourself, especially if you have experience. But okay, for those aspiring teachers who don't have any experience, don't lose hope. So just tell whatever experience you have, whether it is in call center. So work on with your English speaking skill. So with the experience, eventually they will give trainings, and yeah, for sure you're gonna learn the process in the long run. Okay. After self-introduction, maybe some interviewers would ask what books you are using. Yes, because I experienced that before. The interviewer asked me, especially Korean company, asked me what books I already used. So example, I already used like Side by Side, Let's Go, Talk, Exploring English, Let's Go, Teen Talk, Compelling English, Interchange, and a lot of grammar books, basic grammar, and yes, I actually used a lot of books already. So, and of course, yes, some IELTS materials. So next, maybe they will also give you a situation. So what situation is that? The interviewer wants to know how you would handle indifferent student. So some students actually lack interest in class, play in class, chat with friends in class. So doesn't really focus with your lessons, or worse, doesn't speak. So yes, these are the situations that you need to prepare. Like, how actually are you going to handle that situation? So yes, you have to get the attention of the students. So yeah, now you can research how you would answer that question. Okay, especially if you have experience, so you already know how you would get the attention. Like, it happens to me all the time, especially with the Korean kids. But don't lose patience. So still you have to look friendly, you have to be friendly, you have to also have authority. So because you're the teacher, so you have to have authority in that class. Okay. Next, yes, I also experienced this test, grammar test. So I remember Trevor gave me this grammar test when I was working with Christine, so a Korean boss. And yeah, she was actually very kind. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time already, so I couldn't accept students from her. But whenever I need to come back or I want to come back, so she would willingly accept me. She's the nicest boss actually I've ever met. So okay, then sometimes vocabulary tests, like at Skyeng. So when I had the interview, I had grammar tests, I had vocabulary tests, I had demo class. So with the vocabulary test, so the interviewer actually asked me the difference between salary and wage. So why do they need to know that? Or yes, it's because they want to know how wide your vocabulary is. So they want to know how knowledgeable you are even with the simplest words. So you don't need to use lots of complex words, because honestly in classes we hardly use complex words, okay? Because the most essential thing is for the student to actually understand you. And if they're advanced, okay, you can use all those complex words for also so that those students can also learn and articulate those words. So, what else? Okay, after this test, so maybe the interviewer will ask more because that was only based on my experience, and that was really kind of a few years ago. So now I don't know what other questions they include in the interview, but these are only the basics. Okay, and number 5, of course, we have to thank the interviewer. So at the end of your talk, thank the interviewer and show him or her how grateful you are that yes, they gave time and talking and asking you, and yes, they also managed to give chances to aspiring teachers to be part of their company. Okay, so yes, I hope that you learned something from the tips that I shared to you. So I hope that you would like this video, subscribe or comment, and in my next vlog, I'm gonna show you how to have the demo class. So until then, okay, thank you so much and see you. So bye.